Hi there, my name is Dr Pauline Mackay and I'm lecturer in Robert Burns Studies at the Centre for Robert Burns Studies at the University of Glasgow. This month, myself and my colleagues have been working with WeeBox to send you your Burns box for January. So, who is Burns? Robert Burns is the Scottish national bard. He was born in 1759 in Alloway in Ayrshire and died in 1796 at the young age of just 37. That said, during his short life, Burns produced hundreds of poems and songs. And for that reason, there really is something in Burns for everyone, and that's partly why he is a world famous poet, perhaps the most universally famous poet of the 18th century. So, what is inside the WeeBox? Let's take a look. Burns is celebrated all over the world in January because his birthday is on the 25th of the month. He's celebrated at Burns suppers. And so in the box you have the Ultimate Burns Supper book. Why is this the Ultimate Burns Supper book? Because it's been written by the foremost expert on the Burns Supper, Clark McGinn. An expert not only because he has a doctorate from the University of Glasgow on Robert Burns, but because he has attended more Burns Suppers worldwide than anyone else I know. There's information in here about the history of the supper, how to host the supper, what to eat, what to drink, and of course what poems and songs that you should all enjoy. Moving on, you have some different examples of portraits of Robert Burns by the famous artist Peter Howson. And Peter Howson first exhibited his vision of Burns in 2009 in the 250th anniversary of the poet's birth. And in these portraits it seems that he's trying to strip Burns of some of the myths and romantic ideas surrounding him and his works. It's traditional when celebrating Robert Burns to wear something Scottish, whether that be an item of tartan clothing, a kilt, and in your box you have some beautiful Scottish jewellery from the lasses. And if you're a male subscriber, don't worry, I'm told that there's some lovely Scottish charms in there for you too. Poetry and song really is at the centre of any celebration of Robert Burns. Here at the University of Glasgow, we commissioned some new recordings of Burns's songs as part of our Editing Robert Burns for the 21st Century project to produce a new edition of the works of Burns for Oxford University Press. This CD includes versions of Burns's songs by famous Scottish artists Bill Adair, Kath Campbell, Sheena Wellington, and a new artist, Davidona Pittock. You cannot purchase this CD either online or in the shops, so it really is something special to help you celebrate the bard this January. You also have something sweet for after your haggis. Oh My Love's Like a Red Red Rose, Rose Creams. Oh My Love's Like a Red Red Rose is one of the most famous examples of how Burns collected and reshaped and made famous a beautiful traditional song, and it's now one of the most famous love songs sung the world over. And finally, no celebration of Burns would be complete without singing Auld Lang Syne, the most famous song associated with Robert Burns, and in fact one of the most universally famous songs ever, second perhaps only to Happy Birthday. Robert Burns again collected Auld Lang Syne from a traditional song and reshaped it into the famous version that we know today, the famous version that's actually been sung and performed all over the world, but also in films, When Harry Met Sally, Sex and the City. Need I say more? So a beautiful votive for Auld Lang Syne in Robert Burns's own hand, and of course the bard's own signature. So I very much hope that you will enjoy celebrating Burns this January as much as we do every single year, and enjoy your WeeBox.